And we are back with some Stardew Valley. It looks like today we have a lot of potatoes ready to harvest, so let's go ahead and grab those just to have a little bit extra money for the end of the season. Hopefully, my math works out that basically everything should be harvested by the end of the season, but there is a small chance that we'll have a couple things not really done by then. But I'm fairly confident that we'll have most of the stuff that we needed. Originally, I was going to try to plant some more seeds, but it looks like today is the flower dance. So instead of going over there and planting some seeds and having a good old time, we get to go to a dance and get rejected. Normally, I wouldn't go to this just because you need hearts of friendship with people that, I mean, honestly, I don't focus on friendship this early in the game, so we're probably going to get rejected a lot. And so just like every other event in my life, I try to avoid it as much as possible. But, however, since I'm over here for your guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and go to it. Just see exactly how badly we're going to do. Alright, here we are now at the festival. We got our nice overalls on. And let's go ahead and see if maybe we can ask somebody to dance. I wonder if she's going to let us. Ooh, that one hurts. That one hurts a lot. Look, there's Abigail. Maybe she'll dance with us. Hello? Will ya? Will ya? Will ya? Ooh, no. This is a shame. This is bringing back my high school years. Dude, I'll dance with you. Let's see. Ooh. Gonna ask somebody else now. Okay. I see how it is. If I don't see this dude dancing, I'm gonna be very upset. You, it's a long shot, but let's go ahead and ask. Oh, that one was actually pretty harsh. I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and say that nobody's gonna dance with us this year. So we're gonna do what I usually do in these situations, and we're gonna go stand in a corner. And we're just going to wait for this to be over. Alright, we're home now, and that's going to go ahead and conclude day 24. Unfortunately, we weren't popular enough, so nobody danced with us. So I guess it's time just to go cry ourselves to sleep. Alright, so he's asking us which thing we would like to put in our cave. Honestly, the first time I did it, I put fruits in there, but I found that, like, really, there's no reason to put fruits because you can eventually get trees. I mean, I was going to say that we should do the fruits just for the bundles because it makes it a little bit easier when you don't have the trees, but I just plan on planting the trees anyway. So we're just going to go ahead and go with mushrooms because you can find them in the caves. It's just they're not nearly as common. And plus you can make life elixir, which really helps you out in the later mines when you need health. So yesterday my plan was to plant things here, and of course since we had that festival, we really can't plant anything there now because there is nothing that grows in 3 days in the spring. So we're just going to have to basically harvest everything else, and hopefully we get everything that we needed and we get enough money. But on the bright side, we got a chicken coop over here. Lets us hold us a little couple chickens, rabbits, ducks, whatever we want in here. And that's gonna be pretty nice. The next thing I want to work on for that is a silo because I like trying to get as much of the grass mowed as possible. Because like we had to cut a little bit of grass right here, and if we keep expanding, well, we're cutting around grass that isn't going to really grow back in that area when we put something down. So I like to get the silos kind of early on. I usually build them before the coops and stuff, but I just decided to go ahead and build a coop because, I mean, I just wanted to get that taken care of as quickly as possible. So we're going to go ahead and water some of these. We're going to go look at some trees, and maybe we'll end up with a chicken or something at the end of the day. Alright, it looks like we bought ourselves a single orange tree. Actually, we need an orange tree and a peach tree for this season, but we didn't exactly have the money. So we're going to have to do with this one for now. Hopefully, within the next couple of days, we'll be able to get another 6,000 to help buy the actual plant that we need. So just going to actually go ahead and we should plant this. I don't really plan on putting anything like immediately right here. So we're just going to go ahead and plant it right here since it needs a nice little spot for it to grow. And hopefully this is going to start producing fruit in the last couple days of summer, which is going to be great for the artisan bundle. We also need to get a peach tree, which hopefully we'll be able to get to. There's really nothing we can do to make money fast. We just gotta have to rely on all this stuff harvesting in the next couple of days. So we'll deal with that. Alright, so I was looking around for some food to go to the mines, but it looks like we found Robin's axe. So we're gonna go take that up to her really quick, just to get that knocked out really quick. Alright, we're gonna return this to Robin really quick. And let's go hit up the mines really quick, see if we can get down just another 5 levels before it gets too late. Alright, we made it to level 50, and let's see what we got. Looks like we got ourselves some tundra boots, which are going to give us a little bit more protection than these leather boots. So that's always welcomed. And we got a nice haul here. We got the dwarf scroll number 3, which is really nice because I think we already have 1 and 4 or something like that. And they're not typically common, but looks like we already got one of those. And we got a nice amount of minerals and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a really, really nice time smelting a lot of this down and probably selling a lot of it too. So with that being said, I will see you back on the homestead. Alright, our potatoes are ready to harvest, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And maybe, if we're lucky, we'll have enough to get that last tree that we need. Alright, so it looks like we had just enough for the peach tree. So we're going to go ahead and set that down right next to our orange tree. And see if maybe we can get these things to grow. And the one thing we really have to be careful of, we have to watch the area around these, because if they get blocked with anything, they will stop growing. And that is no fun, so... like, you can't even grow them within a space of each other. They have to be 2 spaces apart. And it's really kind of frustrating, but I think we'll be fine. We just got to keep an eye on them, make sure that they never get blocked or anything like that. So, I think with that, I'm going to go get some of this processed, donate these, if there's anything valuable in here, and probably just hit the mines a little bit more. Alright, so we went ahead and donated that scroll. It looks like we already got ourselves a reward. And what is it? Apparently, we know Dwarvish now. I don't really know how that helps us in the grand scheme of things. I think there is a character that only speaks Dwarvish, but I really don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and fish a little bit because we really don't have any food to go to the mine with. So I'm just going to fish for the day, see if we can get 1, some money, and 2, some fish for the bundles that we might need. Okay, so another thing I did is I noticed earlier in the day Willie put up a post looking for 2 smallmouth bass, and I just so happened to catch 2 of them, so I decided to take that up and give them to him. And apparently it didn't work. Okay. Well, I guess we didn't, after all. Yeah, it's weird sometimes. I forget exactly how you're supposed to do it so that they'll take it. Looks like we get 2 days to do it, so I don't know. Might be after you take the quest you're supposed to do it. Alright, so we got a couple fish for our fishing bundles done, and that's going to help us a little bit. I just wanted to get a little bit of a head start on it. Didn't want to really complete it or anything today because we actually missed some of them for this season because we decided to mine instead of fish in the rainy days. So hopefully within the next 2 days we'll have a rainy day that we can actually work on that, but most likely not, and we're just going to have to take it up next season, which isn't that big of a deal. And some of them are also, I think, available in other seasons, so it's not that huge of a setback. Alright, it's day 27. It looks like all of our crops are actually ready to be harvested. So with the money, I think we're going to go ahead and upgrade our watering can since we're going to have a gap where we really don't have anything to water. And hopefully one of these parsnips will be gold quality. So let's hope for the best. And there it is. We have a gold quality parsnip. So we're good on that for the season. Thank you, RN Jesus, for that. We're going to go ahead and put that away too, just so we got it. And it looks like we actually have 2 of them. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and just make sure we put one of them away in this chest because I don't want to accidentally sell it. Alright, we just gave Clint our watering can, and if my math is right, we should get it on the first day of summer so that we're not losing any lost time on any of our crops because of it being gone, which is going to be really nice because I wanted to get on planting some crops as soon as possible in that early season. After a long day of fishing, we finally got Willie's smallmouth bass. It took literally the entire day, but we finally got it. Most of the stuff we picked up was trash, so it's not even like we could sell a lot of it either. I mean, really, it was a little bit of a stretch to go for that quest, but I decided to do it because I thought it'd be fun. And I didn't mind spending the day fishing, and we probably made a couple $100 to boot. But we also picked up a couple more things that we need to put in the community center, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it looks like we done goofed. Turns out we need 5 parsnips for the quality crops bundle, so it looks like we are going to have to be working on that next season, which honestly is kind of a disappointment, but what can you do? Alright, it's the last day of spring, and we don't really have any crops, and I don't want to fish today because there's nothing to really catch for the spring season, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and hit up the mine and see if maybe we can get some levels done real quick. So this thing right here is some sort of ghost, and he will drop a solar essence when he dies here in a second. They really aren't that hard. They're just kind of redundant a lot, like most of the things you fight in this game. So they're not that bad to deal with. Actually, there's really nothing in this game that's too horrible to deal with, except maybe the bugs, just because they're a little weird. So it looks like he's like attacking. Oh no, they're mating. Never mind. Oh god, what did we do? Why did we let them mate? That's no good. Alright, so this is one of the fun levels where you just basically run around and fight everything. And you don't get that much for it. So, I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. Alright, and we made it to level 60, so let's see what we picked up. Looks like we got ourselves a crystal dagger. Let's see what the damage on that looks like. 4 to 10 versus 12 to 25. That's... I mean, the crit chance on it's pretty good, and it has a nice knockback, but I prefer the swords, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the daggers. So we're probably just going to stick to what we have. Alright, on our run, we did alright. I mean, actually, we did pretty solid. I was about to say we didn't do as much as I'd like, but really can't complain. But I think that's going to call it for this video. In the next video, we're going to have some stuff to do because it's going to be the beginning of summer, and that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make a lot of money, get a lot of things started on this farm, and I think it's going to be an overall good time. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.